Hey guys, Nancy Faye here, Modern Day Pilgrim. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. Well, welcome back to my channel. Well, here we are back in the van, and I'm really excited to share with you another van setup, a super basic new setup that I think anyone could use no matter what kind of van you have. And a little surprise here and there because guess what? It's dual purpose and you're going to be able to utilize it in different ways. So I'm really excited to share it with you. So let's check it out. Oh, I know what you're thinking. I've seen this a million times. I watched Modern Day Pilgrim and yeah, this is her basic setup. At least one of them, but guess what? It isn't. Surprise! Workstation / dinner table / toddler bed. Yeah, like a little toddler person who could sleep up there if you're traveling with your little tiny person. Perfect. Dinner for both of you. Perfect. And maybe all three of you if we choose to utilize the floor right here for another bed. So this could be a potential 3-bed situation. Or you could also lay the front seat all the way down, the passenger seat here, right here, fridge not here of course, and have another bed. So that could be a 3-person bed. Maybe it's a mom and 2 little kids, or a dad and 2 little kids, or a small mom and a medium-sized dad and a little kid. Yeah, there's all kinds of possibilities here. So let's talk about my little workstation here / dinner table / toddler bed. It's my 4-foot lifetime table. As you know, I utilize it for my own bed, and I put it right here. From here to there, I build it up, and then from window to window, I have a 67-inch bed, right? So that's worked out great for me. And you can check out my playlist, Van Camping in Michigan, and I have all kinds of videos about that specific bed in that playlist. But anyhow, this 4-foot table fits perfectly in here. One thing I'm kind of a little nerve-wracked about is the fact that it really fits perfect in such a way that it kind of maybe might rub on my van wall there, which gives me a little bit of nerves. I don't like that very good, so I tried to stick something between it, but it's just too tight. So it doesn't even move. I've driven around with it this way. It doesn't move, it doesn't shake, it doesn't shimmy. It's just in there, which is great. But anyhow, as you can see, I have my little bamboo stool here, and I will use that as a nightstand or a seat to have dinner at my handy-dandy table here, right? And my little workstation. It's my Blue Eddy battery over there powering my iPad. And this is perfect. This is basic. This is no build, and this is fantastic. And I'm really excited to get on the road and use this setup. Underneath the bed here, we have my toilet, which is up right there, a sleeping bag, and long ways that way, that little red thing, that's my chair. That's my camp chair, and that is all that's under there. This is my drive trunk organizer. This is where my clothes will go. I love this thing. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's the best way for me to pack all my things and be able to access them easily. And I love it because it has these covered pouches. You can put your hygiene things in here. These are garbage bags. It has mesh pouches on both sides, which I think is fantastic, and we just kind of stick it right in there. Under here is my Jackery battery. That will be powering my refrigerator, which always stays here. But not everybody's going to have a refrigerator, so that's going to give you more space here. Maybe you'll have just a small cooler. Maybe you'll put your cooler in your front seat. So, I mean, all kinds of possibilities. And again, these are just ideas for you. You guys can run with this. You know, these are great ideas, and yes, I'm so glad to share them with you, but I want you to use this and make it your own. You know, make it your own. Do what you have with what you have at home. You're wondering, gee whiz, toddler, how can that be a toddler bed? Where will they sit if you're traveling? Well, that is the beauty of throw rugs. So this refrigerator would be moved underneath my table over there, and my stow and go seat would come up out of the floor. All of these move. So there's my seats. I would just move my carpets. You know, I do this all the time because I leave my van in this mode and I pick up my granddaughter regularly, and all I have to do is remove these 2 carpets here. I fold this one back, this gray one here, I just roll it back a tiny bit. I flap my chair out, hook it in, and we're good to go. So this is a normal thing that I do, and it's very simple to do. So if you did have a toddler and you were traveling with a toddler, this setup would work out fantastic. You would just have to bring your seat up and put your seat down at bedtime. Not a big deal. I've done it at campgrounds with my granddaughter. It works out no problem. Let's move around the back here. So as you can see, the lifetime table fits in here perfectly, and I don't have a ton of stuff. You see all the room in here? It's just very spacious because I'm not bringing a ton of stuff, and that's kind of the way I like it. This here is my utility bin. Still have a lot of room in there to put stuff, but I don't really need anything, so...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
She's nosy. You never know when Siri's gonna get in your business. Gee whiz. Anyhow, where were we? All right, so in my bin here, these are just the things I would need. And again, I don't need a kitchen. I have a kitchen, I love my kitchen, but not on every adventure do I bring my kitchen. And in this situation, I wouldn't bring it once again. I'm traveling light, I'm eating light. This is my food bin. I just have a saucepan in there, some ramen noodles, some protein bars, spoons, napkins, plates, bowls, peanut butter, the apples, and you can see the towels. The apples would go in my refrigerator. Over here is my MSR stove. I would use this to boil water to make my ramen noodles. There's the gas for it, my fans. I have lights in here. This is my cleaning solution. I got my fire starter stuff in here. Just the basics, just the basics. Now this is a trunk organizer that I got from Hey Trip, and as you can tell, I have it just in one little square. This one is buckled off because again, I don't need the whole thing. And just like the other one, it has mesh pouches on both sides, so that's really great for storage. I want to talk about this water jug and my water pump. I put this one under here because it fits. It fits right under my table. However, let me just take this out. I'm going to gently do this and put it down here for a moment. I couldn't utilize this one because it's taller. You see that? So this one over here with the pump on it is very short. They're both 3 gallons, but this squatty one I would bring on this trip because it fits underneath the table with the pump on it. But this one, it'll fit under the table, but not with a pump on it. So I'm glad I have that other one. So that is what I wanted to show you there. If you were to do something like this, I just wanted to let you know that you would need to get a very squatty, short 3-gallon water container. Anyhow, back to the table. So this table can be used computer desk. It can be used for my little kitchen. I would utilize it to put my MSR stove on. I'd open it up, I'd boil my water. So that's what the table would be used for in the kitchen sense. And then you could make it up for a little toddler to sleep in. It's short, obviously. It's definitely 4 feet, right there to there. So any little short, tiny human 4 feet and under would fit great up there. I just think it's a great setup. I was so excited about it when I put this thing together. Over here, it's my utility area. All my shoes go over here. You know that. Nothing's changed there. Reflectix always get tucked away right here when I'm done using them. And this is the windshield one. It's quite large, so I keep it rolled up and it stays in place with the seatbelt here. Inside of here are the curtains. Like I have them smushed down in the hole in there. Those are the curtains that I put on the metal frame here. They're magnetic curtains and I use them here, but I actually am thinking about getting the custom Reflectix for those windows as well. That's kind of on the radar for me. But anyhow, I really think this is a cool setup. I hope you take this idea and run with it. Run, and make it your own. And again, you might be going on an extended trip. You have a ton of space back here. You can pack your van any way you want. You know, the idea is to be clutter-free, of course, because you want to enjoy your space, but whatever works for you. You know, maybe you'll have bins in here with things in them stacked, and to have more, to bring more on your trip, whatever works for you. You've got under the bed storage, which is awesome. A ton of storage with this setup. And you've got the front seat. But if there are 2 people and a child in the back or whatever, I mean, you might not have a lot of foot space to keep your stuff. That's kind of what I do. I utilize this for storage when I need it, but there's oftentimes I don't, because again, I don't bring much. Remember, less is more. Bring what you need, not what you think you might need, just in case, because that's where the clutter begins, and we don't want to be cluttery van campers. But anyways, I think this is a really cool setup. It's a great space to work, it's a great space to eat, and a great space to sleep if you're a teeny tiny little human being. And this cot right here is my Coleman Comfortsmart cot. It is 69 inches long and 15 inches high, 25 inches wide, and I love it so much. One thing I will say about it is I did get rid of the little mattress that came with it, and I bought a 3-inch foam RV mattress. And links to everything in my van will be in the description, so you can check that out. But anyhow, it's a lot more comfortable with this than the little flimsy foam thing it came with. But we all know we don't buy this cot for the foam mattress. We buy it for the frame. It's just the way it is. I mean, it has to come with something, but that's not what you're really buying. You're definitely not investing in that mattress. You're investing in the frame. So just a thought there. Anyhow, this is my Bouge RV 23-quart refrigerator. Love it so much. It's not plugged in right now because I don't have anything in it at the moment. But this is where it stays always. But you know what? If I needed more space here, I could easily move things around and put this refrigerator underneath that table. That would be fantastic. Fantastic. So this is a great setup. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys can find use in this setup and make it your own. Do with it what you will. Use what you have at home. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Just make it yours, you know? All right, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm glad to share this setup with you. And I hope you like it. You guys have a fabulous rest of your week. I will catch you later. Until next time.